Captain Andrea Taylor didn't always know she wanted to be a deputy. Taylor only discovered this desire after her life was saved by a Bernalillo County sheriff.
The reason that I wanted to go into law enforcement is that I had a very troubled childhood. I grew up with a lot of abuse and trauma, and I actually had a deputy from the sheriff's department save my life one time. And I decided at that moment that I wanted to pay it forward, and I would become a deputy with the sheriff's department.
One of Captain Taylor's greatest accomplishments was the fact that she got into the academy on her very first try. She had vowed to herself that if she didn't get into the academy on the first try, she would move to a different state.
I knew I wanted to be a cop, and so I knew that it wasn't going to matter as much where my degree came from. So I went to UNM for free. And my plan was, if I didn't get into the academy on the first try, I was going to move. I was going to move to Boston or somewhere on the East Coast. But then, as fate would have it, I got in on the first try. And so I decided just to stay.
Taylor is the only female captain in the department. She oversees all of the South Valley, is involved with the Animal Cruelty Taskforce, and oversees all of the administrative aspects of her deputies. Despite being the only female in the department, Taylor says she has never felt that she was ever treated differently as a woman in her workforce.
Being a female in general in law enforcement hasn't been as challenging as I thought it would be. I thought that there would be a lot of me having to prove myself and people not accepting me for being a female, but I've actually never experienced that a day in my career. Everyone is very, very much of the mindset that when you put on the uniform, you're a deputy. And that's what you are. You don't have a gender assigned to you. You're simply a deputy.
Although Captain Taylor loves New Mexico and her job, she is looking forward to retirement in order to forget some of the harsh memories that come with being a law officer.
I do plan on moving in 2 years when I retire out of the state, just to get away from a lot of the memories of this job. It's very hard to drive around this county and this city and not know where someone was murdered, not know where a fatal car crash happened. Not just be reminded of things, so I'd like to move somewhere else where I have no memories of that kind of stuff.